Roach didn't back down.
At all. At all. And did you see the size difference in the ring? Obviously, Roach being, being the bigger man, but
Roach came up. Roach normally fights at 130. He came up to 135.
Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. I want to unify, or, if we do a rematch, then we could do that.
Everybody's trying to protect that O. Ain't nobody want to take no chances. Because they feel now if I take a chance, I lose. Ocho, my career. Bro, stop it.
ESPN analysts strongly criticized Gervonta "TankDavis" for declining a rematch with Lamont Rematch, and it's not sitting well with fans. Many were eager to see Davis step back in the ring and solidify his status, but now questions are swirling about whether he's avoiding a real challenge. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back, openly calling him out for not embracing the mindset of a true champion. With the boxing world buzzing and fans demanding answers, Davis is under pressure after passing up a fight that could have shaped his legacy.
I'm going to be a boxing fan, that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed
Right.
for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
The fight between Gervonta "TankDavis" and Lamont Rematch took an unexpected turn, with Rematch performing better than expected. The key moment came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, later blaming hair grease in his eyes, a claim that sparked controversy. The referee didn't count it as a knockdown and debated decision. ESPN analysts criticized Davis' performance and questioned his explanation. Stephen A. Smith stressed that champions must stay fully prepared, while Max Kellerman raised concerns about Davis' training and focus.
I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith raised concerns about Lamont Roach's size disadvantage against Gervonta "TankDavis." Smith stated, "I think Roach is too small. That's my issue. I'm not questioning his skill set or anything like that." Former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia echoed this view, saying, "I don't think Roach has the firepower to hold off Tank. I think he's got great skills, but you really have no chance."
My picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta "TankDavis" and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses 80, knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next.
Lamont Roach Jr. is eager for a rematch with Gervonta "TankDavis following their controversial majority draw on March 1 at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. The fight ended with one judge scoring at 115 to 113 for Davis, while the other two had it even at 114 to 114. A key moment came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, citing eye irritation, but referee Steve Willis did not rule it a knockdown. Roach believes this incident influenced the final outcome and expressed his frustration, stating, "I thought I pulled it out. I definitely thought I won, but we can run it back." Avis has also shown interest in a rematch, targeting a potential showdown by the end of May. With both fighters eager to settle the score, fans could soon see a definitive conclusion to their rivalry.
From a division lower, moves up and gives TankDavis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. Not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch. I think we can all agree with that.
Despite Lamont Roach Jr.'s repeated calls for a rematch following their controversial majority draw on March 1, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has made it clear that an immediate rematch is not in his plans. The fight ended with one judge scoring at 115 to 113 for Davis, while the other two had it even at 114 to 114. A key moment came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach, sparking debates on whether it should have been ruled a knockdown. Referee Steve Willis did not count it as such, a decision that remains widely discussed. Roach's team appealed the draw, requesting a review of the incident, but the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the original decision, stating both fighters followed the referee's rulings. Davis acknowledged Roach's strong performance but emphasized that a rematch is not his priority. He hinted at other plans for his next fight, saying fans would soon find out his next opponent. While speculation is growing about potential matchups, no official announcements have been made. Roach has expressed disappointment over the commission's decision and remains determined to secure a rematch, believing there is unfinished business. As both fighters move forward, the boxing world remains eager to see whether a rematch will happen or if Davis will take on a different challenge.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
The controversy surrounding the Gervonta "Tank" Davis versus Lamont Roach fight has intensified as the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, has officially launched a review of the bout's outcome, according to Boxing Kingdom *. Technical difficulties initially delayed an immediate assessment of the pivotal 9th round incident where Davis took a knee. Many argue this moment should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor, which could have influenced the final decision. The review adds another layer of intrigue to an already debated matchup, keeping fans and analysts closely watching for further developments.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have.
The boxing community and fans reacted strongly to the bout's outcome, with many believing Lamont Roach deserved the victory. The non-call of the 9th round knockdown became a major talking point, as fans argued it impacted the final result. Social media buzzed with debates, with hashtags like *###RoachRobbed**** trending. Prominent boxing figures also weighed in. Floyd Mayweather commented, *Tank still got it. But that 9th round was a mess. Roach gave him a real fight. Rematch makes sense. Shakur Stevenson added, *Lamont outworked Davis, no question. That draw stinks of favoritism. Calls for a rematch have been growing. Roach made his stance clear, saying, I definitely thought I won this fight. I went toe-to-toe with one of the best and proved I belong at 135. They can boo all they want, but I'm not satisfied with the draw. I want that rematch. Davis, acknowledging the controversy, expressed openness to running it back, stating, Lamont's a great fighter, but I felt I did enough. The grease in my eye threw me off, but I'll be back stronger. Let's run it back.
I mean, he didn't knock down, he didn't fall down on himself. The wind didn't push him and made him fall on his knees. I had to boom, hit him with that right hook, hit him with that left hook, and made him fall, hit him with that body shot, pow. I don't know, but that wasn't an official knockdown. Me, I feel like that should have been an official knockdown, but hey, I'm not a professional ref. I don't even know the rules for real. I just know, boom, don't hit nobody in the back of the head, don't hit nobody, to keep your hands up at all times, and no low blow shots. That's all I know. But y'all, if y'all want to anticipate, they need to have a rematch. Should they have a rematch? Yes or no? Y'all let me know. Should they have a rematch? Yes or no? Do y'all actually even want to see the rematch? Yes or no? Because me, I want to see the rematch. I need to see a rematch because, bro, this was too good of a fight for it to be a draw. Like, they should have, that same night, all right, it's a draw. We going for 3 more rounds. 3 rounds, 1 minute rounds. Boom, we got to settle this. And whoever wins, that's win.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has announced plans to step away from boxing, citing a desire to prioritize his mental health and personal growth. The undefeated WBA lightweight champion revealed that while the sport has shaped his identity, it has also instilled an aggressive mindset he now seeks to temper, especially for the sake of his 2 daughters. Davis acknowledged that boxing has fueled emotions he no longer wishes to carry. In a candid statement, he shared, I want to do therapy. I want everything out of me so that I'll never think about fighting again. His words reflect a deep yearning for transformation, shifting away from the warrior mentality that has defined his career. Rather than continuing to chase titles, Davis is choosing to focus on self-improvement, embracing therapy as a path to inner peace. This marks a significant turning point for the 29-year-old fighter, known for his dominance in the ring. By stepping away, Davis hopes to redefine himself beyond boxing, set an example for his children, and show that true strength lies not only in competition but also in personal growth and emotional well-being.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that. I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that, or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool. I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like.
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole pack.
What did you make of that fight on the weekend? What did you make of the controversy in that one?
Look, I had just finished my recovery session, so I was pretty docile and relaxed, and then the fight, especially at the start of it, wasn't too thrilling and too action-packed, so I was starting to doze off a little bit, but I woke up a little bit more when obviously Lamont started giving him some work, and he looked good, man. I got to give respect to Lamont Roach. He proved a lot of guys wrong. I think he shocked Tank a lot with what he was able to bring, and again, we saw the controversy with the knee. To me, that's a knockdown. You can't just take a knee and decide to, go to your corner and get your face wiped. So, if that's a 10-8 round, Lamont wins the fight. So it's unfortunate, but that's the fight game. Hopefully they'll do it again and he gets paid, what he's worth.
Have you ever seen anything like that in boxing before? A guy sort of just voluntarily.
We've seen Floyd take a knee and be put on the count. We've seen Miguel Cotto, take a knee, obviously into his corner, be put on the count.
It looks like Tank was not playing about this rematch, man. He's looking to probably get back in the ring with Roach by the end of May. And as far as that retirement stuff, it looks like that's out the window as well.
Course of your plans for your future?
Yeah, it definitely changed my plans. It definitely changed my plans. I probably got like 4 more fights now. For sure.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. As much as, we hate the fact that he had a draw, I think this was the best thing for Tank. You could just kind of see, even in the press conferences and everything like that, he was kind of forcing himself to be interested. And I only know one person that can bring his interest back. Calvin is the key, man. Calvin has known Tank since nobody knows Tank more than Cal, man. He's the only person that I believe that can bring the best out of Tank. But what do y'all think, man? What do you think Tank needs to do differently in his next fight so he can get back to doing stuff like this, man, at the end of his fights? Comment down below.
You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? That is it. Lamont, please say that in the second fight. Any questions? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, you got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, hey, bruh, be on that. Because here's the thing. He never hurt Roach. Roach just waited. And Roach was squared up and turned sideways. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't think he had that. He was like, I'm like, oh my. And then he just sitting there like, you can't. I know what you're going to do because I've trained with you since we were kids. Tarver beat Roy, but he knew Roy since amateurs. Roy said he never liked fighting sparring partners because they know you so well. I should have listened to Roy to override his decisions or knockdowns. Some skeptics have suggested that Willis's call benefited Davis unfairly, but we do not subscribe to that notion. In our long experience judging fights, we see no evidence of favoritism, only a referee prioritizing the physical safety of a fighter who appeared compromised by an eye injury. Which I actually get. I understood that statement because, hey, look, Steve Willis he didn't call it a knockdown. You take a knee like that looks like a knockdown. All right. So I think it's going to be very difficult
for the New York State Athletic Commission to review this and then call it a knockdown.
This, that, and the other. Like, it all kind of felt like an afterthought. And then the fight happens, and truth be told, like, the fight wasn't the best fight of all time. It was fine. It wasn't your vintage Tank Davis fight. There wasn't a knockout. There wasn't a knockdown scored by him. It was just sort of fine. If that was your first time watching Tank, you're probably like, okay, yeah, sort of, I get it. But it kind of speaks to his demeanor going into the fight. Like, it just felt a little bit underwhelming. And then we get to the 9th round, and then it's complete madness, because in the 9th round, you probably have heard by now, the fight is moving along, and it is important to note that Lamont Roach lands a jab or two, and where we want to start the clock is up to debate, but he certainly lands a punch. And then seconds after that punch lands, that jab lands, all of a sudden Tank Davis quickly takes a knee, and there it is right there. 9th round, 217, he is taking a knee, and he's looking to his corner. And he also, ever so brief, appears as though he's almost trying to call time. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, in boxing, you take a knee, that's considered a knockdown. You cannot call time. And you know what you also can't do? You also can't go to your corner mid-round and ask them to wipe your face. Ask them to do anything. You can't get a swig of water. You can't do this. You cannot do that. But that all happened. And so the referee for this fight is a legendary referee. Steve Willis, you have probably seen him in GIFs. He's got that kind of like big-eyed look. You've definitely seen him. He's a veteran of the fight game. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm not suggesting he was in on it. But like, there was certainly a fumbling